Welcome to day 18. And the affirmation for the day is I deserve to be abundant just because I am. So, how does this land? Just like every other affirmation, I want you to first actually think, what does it make you think in the back of your mind? What thoughts come to you? For example, when I started doing something similar many years ago, the first thought that came to me was, what an entitled thought to have. Well, today I can give you an example to make you understand why it is not entitled. I deserve to be abundant just because I am. Think of it from a point of a baby, a baby who's just born, maybe a month old or an year old baby. How cute they are. Don't they deserve everything? Well, would they need to do anything to deserve something? No, just because they are, they deserve stuff, right? And when I actually heard this analogy, something landed, I understood a lot of stuff just because, a lot of things clicked. So work on it, see what comes to you, because believe it or not, you are a baby for the universe. You're a child for the universe, right? So you deserve everything just because you are. Okay. So I'll leave it at that and let's see how it lands, what comes up for you, and how you resolve it. How to work on whatever comes to you. I have talked about it in many other videos. I'll talk about it again, but use this affirmation. It's a very powerful one. All right, and now we come to the action for day 18. So, what's the action? The action is I want you to write down all the thoughts that come to your mind as a reason why you can't be abundant. So just put a timer for a minute and say, if this was so and so, I can be abundant if only I had so and so degree, if I was fit enough to, blah, 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 or I looked a certain way, or I was born in a certain place, or I worked hard enough, I worked more, I worked weekends, or I worked many extra hours of the day. So the example that I've given here is because I don't work hard enough. Okay. So you think you don't work hard enough and that's why you don't deserve to be abundant. Okay. Now we will actually try to soften this limiting belief. How do we try to soften this limiting belief? We try to beat around it. So we'll try to understand, is it true that people who work hard or work, whatever is your definition of hard, number of hours a day, or do hard stuff or challenging stuff, whatever. Is that really true? Does it have to be that way? And then listen what comes to your mind. And then try to understand or to look around and see people who are rich and abundant with effortlessly. They don't have to put that much effort or do not fit in your definition of hard work, because ultimately it's all about your mind and what you are defining as hard, right? And that's how you are actually working with your logical mind to give it a little bit of context and soften it to open up, to break the barriers, to break the boundaries, right? And I want you to do it with all the beliefs that came up why you don't deserve XYZ, right? And then, as I said, this is a abundance, a money mindset deck. However, everything in your life is connected, relationships, your health, your wealth, everything else is connected to each other. It's like a 360-degree transformation. So go through it. It's really powerful. And if you have any questions, do let me know. Use the journaling prompt, work on it. See you next time. Bye.